semifinal number 2. About ready to go here from the iconic Haas, the Bob Haas Gymnasium in Willard. Crestview, one of the hottest teams in the Firelands Conference coming into the tournament, takes on another hot team, the Seneca East Tigers, the 3rd finisher in the Northern 10 Conference. Winner heads up to Liberty-Benton for a district championship on Friday. Got all the action coming your way on your smartphone, TV, PC, tablet, live and free on the OH Report with Pregame coming your way next.
Hey, does your checking account pay you with real cash rewards with no monthly maintenance fees ever? Bummer. Ask for Kasasa Rewards Checking. It's our superpower.
Since 1974, Simonson has helped their clients stay on target to meet the goals and deadlines for their projects. From concept to completion, Simonson can design a plan and build a path for success. Let Simonson Construction turn that vision into a reality.
Local sports deserve to be done right. We're built for the communities that support the game. This isn't about one season. Every season matters because every game tells a story. And those stories don't stop at the final buzzer. We're here for every moment, big or small. Watch anytime, anywhere, on your schedule. And it's always free to watch. This is the future of local sports. This is the OH Report.
We welcome you inside the Simonson Construction Services pregame show for this semifinal number 2 from Bob Haas Gymnasium between 2nd-seeded Seneca East and 4th-seeded Crestview. Hello once again. Back here in Willard, Travis Berardi alongside Joe Baylog. And Joe, this is the main event, I could say. We had a feeling Crawford would get a win earlier on, but this one, it's a very intriguing matchup.
Yeah, I think it's a really interesting matchup. A team at the beginning of the year in Seneca East that you didn't think were going to have the season that they have, but have won 17 games and only have lost 6, and then a team in Crestview that went 4-7 in their first 11 games and now are 9-3 in their last 12 games. So a team in Crestview that's playing maybe their best basketball of the season.
Now let's take a look at the team spotlight brought to you by Simonson Construction Services. They're 9-2 in their last 11. They started 4-8, but like I said, they got hot. They hit 7 threes in that sectional final when you and I witnessed against New London on the road. And they have 3 District 6 selections on their squad in Carter Goon, Daniel Wells, and Drew Spoerr. So they got a squad.
Yeah, those 3 guys, those 3 seniors, if all 3 of them play well, whoever they play is in trouble. I mean, and Carter Goon's kind of been on a mission here the second half of the year. But I think one of the things that's helped Crestview is their non-league schedule. Ontario, Fredericktown, Highland, Bellevue, Colonel Crawford, Madison has prepared them. And even they only won one of those games. You know, they played Ontario the first game of the year, played them very tough, lost to a very good Fredericktown team by only 10.
Yeah.
So that's kind of helped them in the preparation for the tournament, shown in Lotta here in the second half of the year.
Drew Spoerr, another name to look for. He did a lot in that win against New London. 11 points per game, 5 rebounds, and he shoots 39% from 3.
Well, he's so long and lengthy. When they go to that 1-2-2, he can cause some problems at the top of the zone. And then when he's an active rebounder, that really helps Carter Goon. It takes some pressure off him of grabbing rebounds at both the offensive and defensive end of the floor.
Now let's take a look at the number 2 seed behind Colonel Crawford in that pod in the D6 district. 5 of their 6 victories, or losses I should say, 5 of the 6 losses for Seneca East come to conference champions or conference runners-up. So this is a good squad as well. They lost twice to Cary, twice to Colonel Crawford, as well as a loss, I believe, to I think it was New London early on.
They lost to New London 62-57 on January the 10th, and then they lost to Monroeville on February the 9th, 58-53. So kind of some comparisons there because, of course, Crestview just beat New London, and then Crestview also beat Monroeville towards the end of the year.
It's funny, 54% of their offense comes from Depinet and our player spotlight, Luke Mason, yet they're still a very successful squad as we take a look at Luke Mason, averaging 17 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists, a first-team Northern 10 selection.
Well, and Luke Mason was what made them go. I believe he started since he's a freshman. Veteran player, really quick hands in that zone defense that they'll play.
And he is a 1,000-point scorer, as you just saw. Tip won by the Cougars. We are underway in semifinal number 2.
Well, and Seneca East is going to play a lot of 2-3 zone, but they do a great job of matching up out of it and kind of do some unusual matchups also. So the ability of Crestview to attack this zone is going to be important.
3 up in the air, it's missed, but Drew Spoerr will get the rebound. However, it's stripped away by Logan Collins. Back comes Seneca East, their first possession of this one. It's Mason trying to drive, kicks it back out to Brady Bloom. Bloom averaging 5 points per game on this squad. You have Mason averaging 17. You have Depinet averaging 13-5, and then you have a couple around 5 points. That's missed, but an offensive rebound put back up. A second chance up and in. Seneca East strikes first. Landon Hicks makes it 2-0.
Well, and in the start of that New London game, one of the areas where Crestview got hurt a lot was getting beat on the offensive glass.
Rebound taken out, Brady Bloom. So the Cougars starting off, a couple misses inside.
Well, and the other thing, man, we have a really enthusiastic 2 student sections into this game right away.
Ball stolen away. It's a 2-on-2. Here comes Max Durbin into the lane, floats it, but it's short. However, it's pinballed around. Left side 3 for Wells. Got it, 3-2.
Good sign there for the Cougars. As Daniel Wells, if he can get going early, is a big key, and he's able to knock down his first shot of the night, a 3 from long range.
14.7 points per game, 33% from beyond the arc. Tigers back in possession. Bloom. Entry pass deflected, stolen away. That's Carter Goon. Goon running the floor, in the lane, scoops it up and in. It's a 5-0 run for the Cougars.
We've seen that a lot of Carter Goon here in the second half of the year, grabbing a defensive rebound and just going the length of the floor.
Mason on the other end is going to create contact, and he'll get to the line for the first time tonight as we take a look at the Crestview Athletic Boosters replay. And Carter Goon, it doesn't matter how many guys you have on him, doesn't matter how much you bump him, he's still going to get to the hole.
Yep, and Luke Mason going to the line with an opportunity to get his first points of the night.
Mason 84% from the charity stripe, one of the main reasons why he is a 1,000-point scorer.
Yeah, if anytime you're a really good scorer, usually you're going to be really good from the free throw line, and that's the case with Luke Mason.
And he goes 2 for 2. Mason was on that squad that upset Colonel Crawford a few years ago back here in a district championship game.
Yep.
And that's when we first saw what he could do. Ball inside, stripped away, turned over. Back comes Depinet. In the lane, kicks out. 3 for Mason. Just off the mark. High pointed, knocked out of bounds by Drew Spoerr. It'll stay with Seneca East here. Just under 3 minutes gone by in this district semi.
Well, baseline out of bounds, 4 cross look.
Deppin it. Jumps off the glass high, just off the mark, and a rebound will be taken by Max Durbin. Ahead to Spoerr. He'll try a three. He's got it. And if you're head coach Ben McClay, that's a great sight, seeing the Cougars hit from beyond the arc early on.
Spoerr like a 38% shooter from three-point range, so the start of him and Daniel Wells, big key here for the Cougars.
Deppin it right-handed, gets the friendly bounce to go. 8-6.
Deppin it, only a freshman, but has really good length.
Spoerr for another three. That was some nice foot skills as well. Avoided the defender crossover, step back, 2 for 2 from three.
Now the other key matchup is Max Durbin is matched up on Luke Mason, so his ability to kind of contain Mason will be important.
Looking for the extra pass, it's stripped away. Up the floor goes Goon, counted and one. What a start for the Cougars.
That time off of a steal, not a defensive rebound, but man, you have got to find Carter Goon in transition.
Brady Bloom called for his first foul. Goon already with 4. Spoerr with 6. Daniel Wells with 3. Spoerr's 2 for 2 from 3. Daniel Wells is 1 for 1 from 3. And our MVP from the sectional final misses the free throw. Stays at 4 points. It stays 13-6 as we approach the midway point of this very fast first quarter. Aiden Perkins, 5'11 junior guard, checks in for Seneca East. Trying to get something going offensively. Mason left side. This is Nicholas Parks. Way off the mark. Rebound Spoerr. Goon spins, elbow, back out. Is Spoerr 3 for 3. Just off the mark, he's not. And Deppin gets his second rebound. Deep three on the other end. Kiss it off the glass for Mason.
Just a step inside the volleyball line there is Mason. That's one of the things you got to find him really early in transition.
Emphatic fist bump as well.
Yep.
Get it back to 4. Spoerr on the other end.
Wow.
Actually, Daniel Wells on the other end.
That was a great move there by Daniel Wells, right to left, and then just finishing high with his left hand off the glass.
I just saw the blonde hair and thought it was Spoerr. I apologize, Mr. Wells. He's got 5. Answer Deppin it off the side of the rim, and that is Spoerr that comes down with the rebound, but he turns it over. Deppin it into the lane, scores it. Deppin it, the freshman, just causing problems right now. In the lane, Spoerr gets a half screen, kicks it back out. This is Max Durbin. He's got nothing but net.
They gave Durbin enough space, and he is very capable of shooting it. Deppin it to the glass with a block by Carter Goon.
Yeah. So Seneca East will reset here. Down 7. Mason again from deep, just around the side of the rim and out. And back come the Cougars in the lane. 2 free throws coming up.
We said Carter Goon is just really, really aggressive. Anytime he can take the ball to the basket in transition.
Deppin tried setting up for the charge, but he was still moving to his left and kind of took it off to the side, and added to foul, and he'll get Goon 2 free throws. And he's strong on the first. He's 0 for 2 to start here. 18-11 here on the Kissel's Lawn Care scoreboard. But if you're head coach Ben McClay, you didn't ask for a better start here by the Cougars shooting.
18 points with still 2 minutes to go in the first quarter.
In and out on the second, no. But Hicks gets the board.
But you want to take advantage when you can of getting to the free throw line. And they're going to go 1-2-2 zone now, the Cougars will, with Spoerr at the top.
We saw them do that against New London. Somehow the ball, though, was able to find the hands of Landon Hicks, and he gets the bucket, and we're going to get a timeout, Seneca East. That's just a look what I found bucket there.
Yep. Kind of got a little bit lucky there, but you got to be a little bit lucky sometimes when you play this game.
Want to welcome everybody watching live and free on the OH Report. Let us know where you're watching from. Give us a shout out. We'll shout you out, just like Mackenzie Spoerr on YouTube, as well as our good friend Daniel Stotts rooting on the Cougars, and Daniel Klinker rooting on the Cougars. Didn't tell you, Joe, but we had about 500 people at one time watching the Crawford game.
Well,
we're over 250 here.
Crawford's one of the best teams in their division and in the state, so no surprise that you're going to have people from around the area and across the state watching them play.
So out of the timeout. Offensive foul. Looked like a hook be called here. Maybe that or a moving screen, and it's just a little bit of a lean-in by Max Durbin. It'll be a turnover and the first foul against him.
2 team fouls on each team here, and they're just going to really try to deny, if they can, try to deny Luke Mason and be a little bit physical with him.
1:41 left, opening quarter. 4 Cougars have already scored, 3 for Seneca East, including Luke Mason, who had that bank 3 for his only field goal so far. This is Brady Bloom on the elbow, looking back toward the Mason. Mason catches it, spins, and loses the ball out of bounds. Take a look at the replay. Some of the Seneca East fans wanted a foul on Durbin on a reach-in, but the referee's right there in front of it. Didn't see enough. It's a turnover. Caden Kissel into the game, now into the corner. 3 for Wells. Just in and out. And a rebound to Seneca East.
Made a nice set there of running Wells to the corner. He had a wide open look and just rolled off the rim.
Tigers down 5 here.
And now you have Caden Kissel matched on Luke Mason.
Aiden Perkins lost it out of bounds. Him and Keegan Bowes checked in for Seneca East. Perkins will check out.
Back-to-back turnovers here.
We'll see if this is a one-shot possession to end the first quarter. Seneca East will get the ball to start quarter 2 if we don't get a tie-up. And I think Coach McClay's saying, I want one shot.
Yeah, I think you're going to look to get the last shot of the quarter if you can here.
Drive and kick for 3 maybe?
Well, or you're probably going to look at some kind of ball screen maybe, but the zone gives you a little bit different look.
Carson Keener into the lineup for Crestview as well. They get it inside, and a foul will come up, so won't get the last shot, but we will get 3 free throws for Durbin.
Deppinet's going to get the foul, his first.
Actually, Bloom, that'll be his second. So Durbin, first free throw attempts of the evening. He's 1 for 1. Second free throw short. So 1 for 2. He goes, and now chance for a double dip for the Tigers. Mason, extra pass, layup, good. And that'll do it for the quarter. So Depinet on the handoff, gets the bucket, lays it in, and it's 19-15 Cougars after 1.
Hey, does your checking account pay you with real cash rewards with no monthly maintenance fees ever? Bummer. Ask for Kasasa Rewards Checking. It's our superpower.
Since 1974, Simonson has helped their clients stay on target to meet the goals and deadlines for their projects. From concept to completion, Simonson can design a plan and build a path for success. Let Simonson Construction turn that vision into a reality.
Quick first quarter in the books here in sectional. District semifinal number 2. 4th seeded Crestview 19. 2nd seeded Seneca East 15. Travis Berardi back here with Joe Baylog. Crestview a hot start, but Seneca East kind of reeled them back in, especially towards the end of that first quarter.
Big basket there by Deppin. And they got a chance here to kind of go 2 for 1 as they get the ball to start the second quarter.
Gotta love a good double dip. Logan Collins all threw it off the hands of Mason. Ball bounced around into the hands of Daniel Wells. Into the lane, puts it off the glass and in.
Wells with another nice finish as the Cougars are able to get a basket off of a turnover.
Seneca East looking to answer, and they get an easy bucket inside. 6th point for Landon Hicks.
Well, Luke Mason not only a scorer but a facilitator, as he's shown on that play.
Kick out right side. Working around to Spoerr in the corner. Gets around his defender. Euros high off the glass. Gets his own rebound. Kick back around to Keener. Keener tried to throw it inside, but stolen away by Luke Mason. Mason, 3 off the back of the rim, off the tape above the backboard, and that is out of bounds. .6:35 left in the half. 4-point Crestview lead. Spoerr fouled on the pass, so that will be an inbounds.
Looks like
underneath.
It might be on Deppin.
Yes. That'll be his second.
So baseline out of bounds against this. Looks like they match up man-to-man on the baseline out of bounds.
Passes in. Ooh, close to a backcourt violation, but Goon saved it, got it to Durbin, back to Goon. Goon with 4 points in this one. He was our MVP with a career-high night against New London. Elbow jumper way off of the mark. Deppin gets his 3rd board of the game. Left side, 3 for Bloom, no. And into the hands of Caden Kissel. Under 6 to play in the half. Jump stop, elbow jumper way off the backboard and into the hands of Bloom. So 2 not so nice shots by the Cougars in 2 possessions. And again, Seneca East a chance to get this to 1 possession, and we're going to get a foul against Carter Goon. That's his second.
I think Goon really didn't need to reach over the top because he had forced Hicks outside the lane to catch that pass.
And lost out of bounds. Here's the replay.
Goon's just able to deflect it enough, but it goes right off of Brady Bloom.
Scoring is slowed down a little bit here to start quarter 2. Wells bumped inside. The fouls are starting to pick up now as well. That'll be Mason's first as he was called for the reach-in.
Wells has been able to penetrate the defense a little bit with his craftiness here. So that ability to get inside that zone will be important.
Daniel Wells just across the W in Willard at the mid-court line. Quick passing, trying to open up that outside shot. Spoerr's there for it, and he hits.
Great kick-out pass by Carter Goon because he knows he's going to get doubled inside. And Spoerr ready to catch and shoot.
On the other end, not going to hit. Outrunning come the Cougars. Spoerr trying another 3. It's going to be short. And the rebound to Nicholas Parks. Heat check there.
Yep.
Kind of rushed that one, but not a bad shot.
No, not a bad shot at all, but the defense was able to get there to make him force his dribble.
Durbin off that miss as Seneca East tried to answer right back. Ooh, that'll be a tough luck travel. Hopefully Carter Goon's all right.
Yeah, Goon, as we said, really good in transition. Just feet got a little out of control there and fell down for the travel. So a little bit of a break there for the Seneca East Tigers on that play. And Crestview's going to go back to that 1-2-2 zone, which they like to change to. And with Drew Spoerr at the top, that's a lot of length right there at the top of that zone.
Turnovers are 7 in favor of Seneca East, 5 in favor of Crestview. Mason on the elbow, off the mark. Carter Goon with his first rebound of the game. Up to Kissel, then to Spoerr. Triple teamed, Euros, kicks it out.
Nice
Open
pass.
3 for Wells. Just off the mark. Long rebound, though, taken by Caden Kissel. And then he'll get it back out to Durbin as they reset with 3:50 left in the half. Corner 3.
Nope.
Around and no.
Kissel had a big night in the win over New London. Not able to knock down that 3.
Stepping it left side. Perkins for a 3. Airballed it, but into the hands of Mason. Mason up and under. Just hits the bottom of the backboard, though. And out and running come the Cougars. Reverse layup. Good. Daniel Wells out and running.
And the Cougars have taken advantage of about 3 or 4 transition opportunities and have a 9-point lead. And Coach Anthony Langhurst's going to take a timeout here with 3:21 to go in the half.
26-17, a 7-2 quarter so far for the Cougars. And, I mean, don't let their record, their seed deceive you.
Oh,
they honestly could have been easily a number 3 seed. We saw them against Western Reserve late in the year. That was one of their few losses in that stretch. That was right before the tournament draw. If they win that one, that New London game probably is at Crestview, and they're a 3 seed. So their seed is a 4, but they're more like one of those top seeds in this district, along with Colonel Crawford and Seneca East.
You got to like the start they had to number 1 in the quarter, but also just how they played here in the first half. I mean, if you're Seneca East, I think one of the emphasis you got to have right now is we got to do a much better job of getting back and getting match and defensive transition, because although we're not able right now to keep track of transition points, I would say that the Cougars probably have 6 or 8 points easily in transition here tonight.
So there's 3:21 left here in the first half, and if you're head coach Anthony Langhurst, I mean, what are you telling Seneca East right now? They're getting some looks, they're not hitting. They had some open shots. Other than that, Crestview out in transition, that's been the difference.
Yeah, I mean, that's the big emphasis. You got to get back in transition. But right now, if you're Seneca East, you don't want to let this get to a double-digit lead. On the other hand, if you're Crestview, you'd like to push this to 12 to 15 points.
That 3's off the mark. Long rebound punched out and taken by Caden Kissel, his 3rd. And again, out ahead go the Cougars in transition. Here's
great pass.
Oh, what a dish. Spoerr, his first 2-point field goal.
Well, we talked about the big 3 playing well. Daniel Wells with 9 and Drew Spoerr with 11, and there's a turnover.
Out and running to Kissel. Back out to Durbin. 2:35 left in the half. It's an 11-point Crestview lead, their largest of the night. Wells over the Kissel. Deflected and deflected over. That's a smart play to Durbin. I don't think Wells catches that, but
great cut. Great cut.
Even better strip. That was a good possession for Crestview, except for the end. Inside to Hicks. He's got 6, gives it to Mason. Mason got it.
Mason with his 2nd field goal. He
7
has
points.
7 points, you're right, because he got 2 free throws.
28-19 here as we go under 2 minutes left in the half. Spoerr lost it out of bounds. No, they say it was deflected. We'll take a look on the other side, and sometimes that back of the rim, it's very friendly. We saw that at New London where it just died and dropped in.
So Crestview baseline out of bounds, a little stack set here against that 2-3 zone. Kissel in the corner. And Carter Goon's going to go right to the basket.
Oh, and the take.
When he squares up,
it's very hard to guard him.
And just slows down a little bit, he's very hard to guard in the post.
Absolutely. That ball deflected right back in the hands of Bloom. Skips it to Collins. Collins around his defender, off the back of the rim, no. Offensive board, no by Hicks. And finally taken out by Durbin. And again, ahead in transition. Here comes Wells. Wells throws it right to Luke Mason. Now Mason, they have a 3-on-2. He's into the lane, he's fouled, and he'll get to the line again. Foul's going to be the second on Max Durbin.
And Mason, as we said, excellent free throw shooter. 2 for 2 so far tonight from the line.
First free throw from Mason is true. Luke Mason, like we said, 84% from the free throw line. 3 for 3 tonight, all 3 free throws for Seneca East coming from him. And it's back to a 10-point game. Second attempt is good. 9 points now. Final 70 seconds. Backdoor cut. Lobbed, but well defended there by Seneca East. Didn't give Goon a chance to really get it off. Mason quickly on the other end, off the mark. And Carter Goon, who sprinted back, gets the board. And again, here comes Crestview in transition. This is Kissel. Got it. First points for Caden. 2 points, 3 rebounds.
Yeah, another basket in transition, Travis. That's going to have to be an emphasis by Seneca East in the second half.
That was a much-needed 3 for Brady Bloom, his first field goal.
Yep.
8-point game, 35 seconds.
Would anticipate the Cougars are going to try to get the last shot of the half here.
They'll get the ball out of the half, too.
So 8-point lead, would like to take this to 10 or 11 as you go into halftime.
Skips in front to Wells with 12. They're going to start their offense now. Gets a screen from Durbin. He's going to try a 3. It looked good, but it was just off the mark. Rebound to Luke Mason. Mason, 3-quarter court, gets the pass off. Shot at the buzzer, just short. And that will do it for the first half. But the Crestview Cougars keeping its lead, 32-24. The 4 over the 2 right now at the break. We'll take a break, be back with some statistics, highlights, and much more from the Haas in Willard.
Hey, does your checking account pay you with real cash rewards with no monthly maintenance fees ever? Bummer. Ask for Kasasa Rewards Checking. It's our superpower.
Since 1974, Simonson has helped their clients stay on target to meet the goals and deadlines for their projects. From concept to completion, Simonson can design a plan and build a path for success. Let Simonson Construction turn that vision into a reality.
Local sports deserve to be done right. We're built for the communities that support the game. This isn't about one season. Every season matters because every game tells a story. And those stories don't stop at the final buzzer. We're here for every moment, big or small. Watch anytime, anywhere, on your schedule. And it's always free to watch. This is the future of local sports. This is the OH Report.
Tonight's district semifinal broadcast brought to you on the OH Report, live and free, thanks to our generous sponsor, Simonson Construction Services. From concept to completion, we can help you make a plan, refine your vision, and build a path for success. Kissel's Landscaping, Spraying, and Painting. Contact Kissel's Lawn Care for all your snow plowing, spraying, painting, and lawn care needs, and I really hope they don't need any more snow removal, because I hope that's out of here for the rest of the year. Crestview Athletic Boosters Club. However, if you do need them for your snow removal, call Kissel's. Crestview Athletic Boosters, proudly serving Cougar athletes for more than 40 years. Go Cougars. Sutton Bank, earn a cash reward of your choice for doing simple activities with Kasasa. Pioneer Career and Technology Center. Pioneer Career and Technology Center, preparing students for college, careers, and the jobs of tomorrow. And that's it. Thank you all for allowing us to be live and free here tonight. After this, some highlights, and then first half stats and analysis right here on the OH Report. Welcome back inside the Simonson Construction Services Incorporated halftime show, where, well, the Seneca East and Crestview student sections were dancing.
Yep.
But then they saw we were coming back and didn't want to be on TV, so they all took their seats. But it's Crestview that's dancing early on here, 32-24 in a 4-2 matchup in this district semifinal. Travis Berardi back here with the coach, Joe Baylog, and taking a look at the halftime stats. I mean, it's pretty close, up and down, except for one stat, the three-point shot. 5-2 in favor of the Cougars, and there's your difference in this ballgame.
And a lot of credit goes to Drew Spoerr, as he has 3 of those 5 for the Cougars. But I think where the Cougars were really successful in the first half was their ability to score in transition. I mean, they got several opportunities either going right to the basket to finish or getting some open look jump shots in transition. So if you're Coach Langhurst, that's probably something you address at the half is we just got to do a much better job of getting back in transition and stopping the ball and getting matched. As they're down 8 as we get ready to go here in the second half.
Scoring in the first half. First for Seneca East, Luke Mason, 9 points, 4 rebounds.
Yep.
Brady Bloom, 3 points, 3 rebounds. Jaron Depinet, 6 points, 3 rebounds. Landon Hicks, 6 points, 4 rebounds. As for the Cougars, Drew Spoerr, 3 of 4 from 3, 11 points, 4 rebounds. Daniel Wells, 9 points. Carter Goon, 6 points, 3 rebounds. Max Durbin, 4 points, 4 rebounds. Caden Kissel, 2 points and 3 rebounds. And I guess the only thing negative against the Cougars at the moment, free throw shooting.
Yep. They're 1 of 5, and Carter Goon was 0 of 3. So free throw shooting, as we said many times, when you take a look at the final stats of a game, whoever wins the rebounding margin and whoever wins the free throw shooting contest is usually the team that's going to win this basketball game. So Cougars are going to have to be much better at the line in the second half.
Once again saying hello. Owen, say go Cougars from Snow Trails. Getting some 50-degree snow tubing or some skiing in here tonight. I mean, I guess this is perfect weather to go skiing if there's snow on the ground. It's 50 degrees, it's not too cold, no frostbite. Phyllis Heimberger watching from Marion as well on Facebook.
This might be one of the liveliest student sections that we've had all year. Both student sections really into this basketball game tonight. A lot of fun. That's what high school basketball is about.
Upset in Division 5. Fairbanks beats Fredericktown 61-60.
Wow. I mean, I forget who told me the other night that might have been Mike Delaney, AD and former coach at Highland, said that Fairbanks would give them a game. So big win for Fairbanks at Fredericktown also.
Wow, that's as a big development there as the undefeated season ends for the Freddies. Northmore also following the Grandview Heights in a semifinal. KMAC without any teams. Corner 3, off the mark. Luke Mason with the rebound. He has to continue to score here if they want to have a chance, as that open layup was too strong. Yeah. And Max Durbin gets his 5th rebound.
One of the few opportunities that Seneca East has had in transition to score, so a little bit of a break there for the Cougars as Spoerr catches it in the high post.
Deep 3 for Kissel, short.
Carter Goon with a big offensive rebound.
8 points, 4 rebounds for Carter.
Yep.
10-point lead again.
And they come out in a 1-2-2 zone and almost force the turnover. And they do force the turnover.
That'll be a backcourt violation. I'll go out of bounds. So
yep, you got to get the basketball baseline out of bounds underneath.
Yeah, that's not a good. If you're somebody like that, do you
probably
touch it?
You probably should have picked it up.
Because now because that's a good look now for Crestview.
Because we've said many times, if you're able to score in baseline out of bounds, which they might be able to right there.
There it is.
A really quick look by Daniel Wells from the corner. Great execution there by the Cougars.
2 for 4 for him tonight from beyond the arc.
And they jump out to a 13-point lead.
And instead of it being a sideline inbounds, probably at the free throw line extended, that's an inbounds that turns into 3. Long rebound out for Daniel Wells. Wells behind the back. Gets it back out front to Max Durbin. 13-point Cougar lead, largest of the night. Spoerr trying to add on to it. That's in and out. Offensive board. The putback isn't going to go either. That was Durbin in there, but couldn't finish. Brady Bloom, deep 3, in and out. That was almost all the way down. Offensive board, second offensive board, and free throws coming up. That's the closest you can get without getting a bucket. That will be against Spoerr.
Spoerr's first foul of the night.
And Landon Hicks to the line. Hicks only 47% from the charity stripe. He's 0 for 1 tonight.
So right now, important that the Cougars box out on this free throw.
Second free throw, good. And a substitution. Hicks now with 7 points, 6 rebounds.
Looks like Deppinet's going to come in for Hicks.
Deppinet, the second leading scorer on this squad. That'll be a kick. Tonight, 6 points. Landon Hicks came into this game averaging 6.8. He's already at that mark.
Yes. Carson Keener in for the Cougars as he's in for Max Durbin, and he's going to shoot up from 3.
And a bit short rebound taken by Brady Bloom. Here comes Mason. Over to Bloom. He'll try another 3. This time, nothing but nylon. His second 3 of the night. He's got 6. It's a 9-point game.
Yep. Brady Bloom able to find a little bit of space in transition and knocks down that 3.
Spoerr weaving his way through traffic. Back out the Wells. Now to Kissel for another chance at 3. And again, he's short. And it goes to Logan Collins.
Yeah, if you're Crestview, you probably want to see the next possession, the ball get inside somehow.
Mason gets it stripped away. That was all Caden Kissel with that. And Goon does get inside, but nothing there.
A lot of contact, but no foul call.
On the other end, Deppinet counted and won. Deppinet, 8 points. And it's going to cause a Crestview timeout. So a 6-5 start for Seneca East, a couple buckets in a row. And head coach Ben McClay is going to talk things over now. I think it's a good timeout there. It was only his first. Yep. You see Seneca East kind of getting momentum because Crestview's trying to force some things instead of going into that offense we saw in the first half.
Yeah, I mean, but you're going to have to be strong when you take the ball to the lane because, as I mentioned, I thought that last play, Carter Goon might have gotten hit a little bit, but you're going to have to just get on balance. He's going to have to use his strength, but good play here by Deppinet with a chance to get a 3-point play and cut this deficit to 6.
Deppinet, 71% from the free throw line.
And only a freshman.
Yeah. Yeah, he's going to be a force to be reckoned with here for the next few years in the Northern 10. And he drains it. 6-point game, just like that. Back down to 2 possessions.
Yep.
And it just, so far, Joe, it feels like Crestview's just been in control of this. However, Seneca East is still just sticking around. It's one of those games where you feel like you have it in control, but the other team takes it from you.
I just think that Crestview needs to try to get a touch in the post somewhere. And it looks like they go to Drew Spoerr in the high post.
But there's that patience we saw in the first half. Doesn't finish with a shot, but an offensive rebound? No, it's stripped away. Back comes Mason. Chance to get this to 1 possession or 4 points. It's a 4-point game. Deppinet, 5 quick points, 37-33. Here comes Wells. Back out the Goon. Goon's going to try a 3, and that's off the side of the rim.
They've had a bunch of threes here that they just have not been able to knock down.
They've gone cold from beyond the arc.
And that was kind of a hesitation 3 by Goon there a little bit.
And that's why I went off to the side of the rim. Perkins for 3. Just a mismatch underneath. Good pass inside, layup good. Another timeout, Crestview. Momentum back with the Tigers.
So Aiden Perkins with his first points of the night. And the Tigers are within 2.
It's a 10-0 run.
Yep.
And here is that run. They're hitting the threes.
Yep.
Crestview not. That's the difference in getting back into this game. You got the and one as well by Deppinet.
Just a mismatch on the backside there. Able to grab that offensive rebound, then a great cut.
And you see Seneca East doing a lot better job in the second half running lanes. That opens up those passes down the line.
Well, the other part is Crestview's not been able to get in transition and get those easy looks either.
Yeah. Yeah, Coach Langhurst has done a very good job in this second half of really getting back and stopping that. 37-35. 11-5 is the run here in quarter number 3. Lead down to 2 is as large as 13. Just moments ago, actually.
Yep. It looked like Crestview might have a chance to throw a knockout punch, but give Seneca East a lot of credit here as they fought themselves right back in the game.
I guess this 1-3-1. Skip back out to Wells. Wells left side to Keener. Keener into the corner to Goon.
Turned it over.
And they turned it over. A chance to tie or take the lead for the Tigers. I believe that'd be the first time of the night, right?
Yep.
It's tied. Landon Hicks. He's got 9.
We talked in the first half, it was the Cougars hurting the Tigers in transition. Now it's the Tigers hurting the Cougars in transition, as Seneca East has been able to tie this basketball game up.
Wells deep beyond the three-point line to Goon. Left side, Keener for a 3. He airballed it, and it's going to be a foul on the Cougars going the other way. I believe they're going to call that on Durbin. If it is, it's his third. It is.
Yeah, Max Durbin's third. And Crestview's going to go to that 1-2-2 zone here, trying to slow the Tigers down a little bit, as I believe you said it's a 12-0 run now.
Yes.
And right inside.
For the lead, yes. Deppinett cannot be stopped here in quarter 3. 7 points alone.
Yep.
Already over his first half number of 6. 39-37 Tigers. Keener gets it deflected. Mason, oh, what a pass, layup good. Perkins with 4 now, it's a 4-point game.
Well, one of the things somebody told me about Luke Mason was his quick hands, and boy, he shows it right there as he gets his hand in the passing lane and then dishes to his teammate.
Goon got it, and the answer finally ends the run.
But not an easy shot, though. That was a really good move by Carter Goon, being able to avoid contact and still put it on the glass and finish.
Third Cougar into double figures. Oh, my, they're feeling it now. Brady Bloom's third 3.
Man, they are just on fire right now.
And we're seeing why Seneca East comes in with a 17-6 record as that's stripped.
Luke Mason's hands again.
Mason with lanes, right side, yes, the run continues. Perkins with a quick 6 in the third quarter. The Tigers scoring in bunches.
Yeah, this game has really changed quickly here in the last 5 minutes, and Luke Mason almost with another steal.
It was deflected, though, so it'll stay with the Cougars with 1:03 left in the third. Back out the Wells. To Keener, then straight away to Durbin. Carter Goon. Oh, had a guy wide open inside in Durbin, but too much.
Yep, just a little too much on that pass.
Seven-point Seneca East lead. 22 points in the quarter. There's Mason. They'll back it out for a second. He's going to take it back in, gets it stripped. It was Kissel with the steal.
Well, 25 seconds to go in the quarter, but anticipate Crestview's going to try to get the last shot of the quarter here.
Caden Kissel not being guarded, so he can hold it as long as he wants. Behind the back, into the lane, jump stops, kicks it back out to Carter Goon. That's the hand you want to have it on right now with 5 seconds. 4 seconds. Down in the lane, up off the glass, offensive foul, it will not count. Third foul on Carter Goon. Landon Hicks, the 6'4 junior, gets in there and takes the charge.
A big play there because it would have cut it to 5.
There's the inbounds,
free throw line.
And there's the end of the third, but what a run by Seneca East. 22-7 in the quarter. They now lead 46-39 as we head to money time.
Hey, does your checking account pay you with real cash rewards with no monthly maintenance fees ever? Bummer. Ask for Kasasa Rewards Checking. It's our superpower.
Since 1974, Simonson has helped their clients stay on target to meet the goals and deadlines for their projects. From concept to completion, Simonson can design a plan and build a path for success. Let Simonson Construction turn that vision into a reality.
Mr. Joe Baylog, what time is it?
It's money time.
Seneca East has been money here in the third quarter. A big run for them gets them back out ahead, 46-39, their largest lead of the night.
They flipped the script as they hurt the Cougars with their transition game, and Crestview's going to come back out into man-to-man defense right now.
They have to get something going. And they're fine also just moving the ball around.
Great
Wide
flip.
open inside. No! Offensive board, though. Bloom had a good look. Now in the corner for a three. That's in and out. And Spoerr gets the bucket, and here's that transition into the lane. Spins back out the Goon. Goon will drive the lane. He'll get it off the glass too much. Another offensive foul. That's his fourth. And guess who again? Landon Hicks was the one to take it. Coach, I'll let you look.
That's close. It's one of those calls that could go either way.
The 50-50.
But just here in the second half, it just seems like things have not been going the Cougars' way. And the Tigers are taking advantage of it.
It's a great catch by Perkins, who had a great third quarter. 6 points, helping the run. And then now we'll get a reach in on Caden Kissel. That'll be his first. 46-39, Seneca East.
You can see a little bit of frustration on the Cougars' face. They just got to refocus here, get a stop and a basket, and they're right back in it.
Gets it back out. Oh, backdoor cut Euro off the glass and in.
Landon Hicks with 10, 11 now.
9-point Tiger lead. 7 minutes remaining. Wells. Spoerr saved it on the ground. It should be a walk.
No, it's not a travel.
Nope, it's not? Okay.
He's got to have possession of the basketball. We're going to get a timeout. But again, the quick hands of Luke Mason at the top.
Yeah. We'll show you the whole.
He's able to get that deflection.
Here's the play. And this is where I thought about it right there.
Yes.
But he might have been still bouncing around as he was getting it. The referee's right there.
You can slide as much as you want on a loose basketball. So if you would start to roll over, you would call
the roll
that
over with possession. I got you.
So the Cougars able to save a possession here, but they need a basket here. Down 9 with 6:48 to go. And it's been a long time since they've scored. They've been stuck on 39 for a long time.
Yeah, Carter Goon had that one bucket late in the third quarter, but other than that, really nothing going on.
I mean, the Cougars kind of were really good the first 2 minutes, and then, man, the Tigers have gone on a run here, and they have not stopped.
6:45 left in regulation. Into the corner, Spoerr. That's off the mark. And that's going to be a foul.
On Max Durbin, I believe that's going to be his fourth.
That's his fourth.
So the Cougars are going to extend their defense now.
Home run ball. Deppin it. Fouled by Spoerr. That's the fourth foul against the Cougars, 0 by Seneca East.
Spoerr is going to get his third.
Tigers are in the bonus the rest of the way as well, Joe.
Yep, that's going to be big.
First shot, though, will not drop for Deppin. That's 1 for 2 now for Jaron. Second one good. It's a 10-point lead. Have not hit a 3 since midway through the second quarter.
And again, the quick hands of Luke Mason.
This time, almost an and one, but Daniel Wells is going to get to the free throw line after he saved it from Mason, and that was just a mismatch into the lane.
Well, it'll be the first time in the second half that the Cougars are going to get to the free throw line.
Brady Bloom called for his third foul. First free throw is good for Daniel Wells. 13 points for him. And my correction, he hit a 3 early in that third quarter, but that was the last 3. Tigers, again, slowing things down here. Pick and roll. What a play.
They've got a lot of good action here off of these ball screens, whether it's the roll or a slip by the screener. They've been able to get some baskets.
There's Durbin in the corner. He's trapped, gets around the trap, loses it. No call because he didn't have the ball. And back comes Luke Mason.
The Cougars are just kind of in a disarray right now.
Seneca East going to get a timeout, but watch the way that Luke Mason keeps his dribble as he falls to the floor here and allows Coach Langhurst to get a timeout.
Yep. He's been a special player for Seneca East ever since his freshman year. And you might be seeing his experience of being in this district tournament showing right now.
An 11-point Tiger lead.
Yeah, only 1 point here in the fourth quarter for the Cougars.
Yeah, 5-1 is the score. As this,
and Carter Goon's on the bench with 4. It's gonna have to.
I don't think you can have him on the bench too much longer.
Probably not. I mean, you're gonna have to take that chance because you don't want to get, into too deep of a hole here. But the Tigers have been executing their offense very efficiently here in the second half.
And it all started with the Cougars, who settled for taking some threes with the lead, missed.
Yep.
The Tigers took advantage and scored.
Yep.
And that just changed momentum.
Yeah, they missed about 3 or 4 3 looks in a row. And right now the Cougars back in that 1-2-2 zone.
Nice ball fake by Hicks. Gets inside. Euros. Got it.
Man, he's been special here in the second half. The junior lefty's been big.
15 points.
Well, again, the big difference here is the Cougars have not been able to get in transition and get those easy looks. Seneca East has been able to set that zone defense.
And there is the 5th foul on Max Durbin. It'll be free throws for Aiden Perkins. And Durbin, the senior, might have just fouled out of his final game in high school.
The quick hands of Mason, and in this case, Aiden Perkins at the top of that zone, have caused all kinds of problems for the Cougars here in the second half.
Free throw in and out. Perkins 77% from the free throw line.
He got 6 points, all of them here in the second half.
Yeah, that third quarter on that run, he was a pivotal piece of that. Gets the second, the toilet bowl around and down.
Well, and the interesting stat right now, Travis, Luke Mason has not scored in the second half.
Yeah, I talked about only 2 players getting over 50% of the offense. It's been quite balanced here tonight.
But he's been involved a lot.
There's a nice pass inside to finally get Crestview back on the board as Carter Goon gets in and scores his 6th point of the half, 12th point overall.
You're going to have to create some turnovers with your defense.
Spoerr, they get around him. Mason kicks it back out to Bloom. Thought about the 3, but a smart move to get it back to the point guard. First team All-Northern 10 Conference.
You're going to see the ball in Luke Mason's hands a lot here.
Midway point, quarter 4. Tigers dominating this second half. It's Mason. Into Deppinett. Deppinett almost throws it away. And another timeout before he spun by Seneca East. Here's the end of the play, Coach. There's the timeout, and then he turned. If he didn't call the timeout, would that be where you would get the travel because of him moving to his back, or is it still let that go?
I'm not. To be honest with you, I'm not exactly sure. I just know sliding on the floor.
Referee's discretion, yeah.
Sliding on the floor with the basketball is not a travel.
It's when you turn from your side to your back and to the other side.
But the Tigers with the 12-point lead and the basketball.
A 5-point advantage here in quarter 4.
Yep.
They outscored Crestview 22-7 in that third quarter to really flip this game on its head.
Well, the Cougars have only scored 10 points the whole second half after scoring 32 in the first half.
You see the bracket right now. Winner gets Van Buren or Columbus Grove. Can tell you also
that I'm not sure if that was the first or second game over there.
It was. I can tell you Patrick Henry, after 3 quarters, leads Toledo Christian 56-26. So it'll be Crawford and Patrick Henry in the district championship game.
I think Van Buren's won like 19 games, but I believe Columbus Grove beat them earlier in the year, so that's a good matchup.
Back to action here.
They're going to go 1-2-2, and they're going to look to try to extend and trap out of it.
Van Buren defeats Columbus Grove 41-39.
That must have been a really good basketball game.
So the winner,
so I think
Van Buren.
I think Van Buren might be their 20th win on the year, which is anytime you're able to get to 20 wins is outstanding.
Oh, yes. Inside, Hicks.
Yeah, Hicks. Man,
so easy for him here in the second half.
He's got 11 in the second half, 17 for the game. The junior lefty inside's been special.
He's shooting at a 49% clip inside. Only took 2 threes.
I'm going to say he's probably at about 60% here.
That's a big 3 for Spoerr.
Back to an 11-point deficit for the Cougars.
But is it too little, too late? Yeah, might be. Because the Tigers are feeling it.
Wow.
Deppinett in the net.
He's got 10 in the second half. Well, if you're Crestview and you're saying at 2:54 in the game that you shut out Luke Mason in the second half, you'd like to like your chances.
Yeah.
Boy, they've had some guys really step up here and play extremely well. Especially Jaron Deppinett and Landon Hicks.
The big guys, yeah. That pinball's back out to Kissel. Kissel spins around the Spoerr. Another 3 that's off the rim, but an offensive board. Back out. Euro step in the Goon. Goon. What's the call? It's going to be free throws for Goon and not his 5th foul. That time it wasn't a charge. Deppinett called with his 3rd.
Yep. So Goon able to go to the free throw line where he's 0 of 3 tonight. He missed all 3 in the first half. And he's going to need these right here
they're going to have to be perfect the rest of the way offensively.
If the Cougars have any chance.
And he continues to blank from the free throw line. Got the second.
Going to need a couple turnovers here.
12-point game, 2:24 left. There's a turnover. Goon back out to Wells. Deep three for Kissel. Off the back of the rim. Rebound taken by Perkins, his first. Perkins trying in transition, and that's going to go to the line as Daniel Wells called for the foul.
See ya.
So to the line, Brady Bloom, his first time there tonight. He's 50%.
Kind of got him going, too, with those 2 threes in the third quarter.
And he missed the first free throw. Yeah, 3 threes overall. That's all of his points, 9. Second free throw, good. Cougars back quickly across half court. Got to get some shots up quick. Wells gets through, gets fouled before the shot. That's the third foul of the quarter by Seneca East. And that's tough for Crestview. If that's a half second later the foul's called, that's an and one.
Yeah, it's just kind of how things have gone here in the second half.
Yeah.
Where the Cougars just have not been able to really get it going.
Lob to Spoerr. Spoerr along the baseline, takes it for 2.
Drew Spoerr.
16 for Drew, 6 rebounds. And there's a foul. Oh. Foul will be against Caden Kissel.
Just a little bit of frustration there by Caden Kissel. I mean, he went to try to pick him up.
Luke Mason, he's 4 for 4 from the line. You did not want to foul him.
Well, but going for his first points of the second half.
And Crestview will call a timeout.
Pretty unbelievable with how he's played.
But again, not only can he score, but he's a facilitator, Coach.
Well, you know, you look, we said the scoring, but he's probably had 7 or 8 deflections here in the second half with those quick hands.
Not only that, he's the assist leader, the assist champ in the N10 with 7 per game.
Yep.
And just that with his scoring, that's why he's the first team All-N10 selection once again. And that's why he has his team a minute 35 away from the district championship. But what a balanced effort here tonight, too.
I mean, the Tigers with 36 points here in the in the second half.
Here's the brackets one more time. It's going to be Van Buren, the 1 seed. And if nothing crazy happens here in the last 95 seconds, it's going to be the 2 seed Seneca East. Game will be at Liberty-Benton.
Yep.
Friday at 6.
Yep. And then Colonel Crawford and Patrick Henry will be here Friday at 6 o'clock.
Yep.
Both of those teams with a chance to go to the regionals.
Up at Bowling Green.
So Luke Mason going to the line with his second free throw attempt here.
Free throws all night, provided by Pioneer Career and Technology Center. Got the second. He's into double figures with 11. The 4th Tiger in double figures.
Yep.
That's deflected out of bounds.
Quick there, the quick hands by Landon Hicks able to deflect that basketball out of bounds.
Yeah, he's my #1 candidate for MVP. The way he's played tonight.
I would say with his second half, he would be a great choice.
He averages 6.8 points, 4.7 rebounds.
Yeah, this has got to be one of his better games that he's played this year.
That three's curved out of bounds and back to Seneca East, and now they're feeling it.
Yeah, I mean, it's just as well as Crestview played in the second half, things have just been completely opposite. In the first half.
The first half, yeah, it got flipped on its head.
It's been completely opposite. And that's not the guy you want to foul.
No, it's
Luke
not.
Mason.
That was his second. The line shooting 2 for Seneca East is Luke Kissel.
Second in the Northern 10, but behind Georgie Floyd of Bucyrus. With an 83.8%. Floyd, 87.1. That's a number you'd like to see.
Mason 7 of 7 tonight.
8 of 8.
8 of 8.
He doesn't believe in the announcer jinx. 63-48. Wells gets through into the lane, loses it, gets it back, but it's off the mark, and
Hicks
gets his 7th. That's a smart play. Gets it to Mason. Mason pushed from behind. That's the 4th foul on Kissel, and he'll have a chance to go 10 for 10.
Well,
Crestview fouls on number 11, Pregame Kissel. That is his score. The line shooting 2 for Seneca East is Luke Kissel.
The rim is his friend there. But here tonight, the Northern 10 dominating.
yeah, you got to be really, I mean, if you're in the Northern 10, to have 2 teams get to the district finals is special.
In fact, Mason is 10 for 10. Oh, and Mason strips it and turns it over.
As we said, his quick hands.
And that wasn't even his hands. It was just dribbled off the foot of Goon. But still, him running at him forced the quick move. We'll take it back. It's stripped for a second by Wells. Wells gets it, or Mason gets it back and into the hands of Bloom. Bloom with 10 points, 1 of 4.
Going to be a turnover.
So you got Mason with 15, Bloom with 10, Depinet with 16, and Hicks with 17. You get that scoring any night in the tournament, you got yourself a chance of winning.
Wow.
They do that against Columbus, against Van Buren, they'll be in the game at least.
I mean, Seneca East comes into the game averaging 56, so they're at 65. And defensively, though, they've only given up 47, so they're right at their defensive average.
66
for
against
tonight.
Crestline, 71 against Bucyrus, 74 against Danbury's. That shot then put back doesn't go. A second rebound by Goon. And we're going to get a foul against Bloom. That's his 4th. 75 against Ridgedale, 77 against Arcadia, and 67 against Mansfield Christian in the sectional.
Well,
so you'd have to say out of all those games, this is probably the best offensive performance they've had, over 65 points.
yeah. And against a quality opponent here tonight in Crestview's.
Very hot coming into this
as
game.
we said, playing some of their best basketball of the season.
Spoerr. Off to Wells. Wells in the lane, high off the glass. It doesn't go. Aiden Perkins gets the second rebound. And now Luke Mason is going to be able to dribble this one out possibly. Down the 12, down the 10. Seneca East is going to go back to the district championship. A large margin in the second half gets them back in it, and they beat 4th-seeded Crestview 65-48. It's a final, but we're not done yet. We'll take a break. We'll be back with our MVP as well as the post game right here, live and free.
Hey, does your checking account pay you with real cash rewards with no monthly maintenance fees ever? Bummer. Ask for Kasasa Rewards Checking. It's our superpower.
Since 1974, Simonson has helped their clients stay on target to meet the goals and deadlines for their projects. From concept to completion, Simonson can design a plan and build a path for success. Let Simonson Construction turn that vision into a reality.
Local sports deserve to be done right. We're built for the communities that support the game. This isn't about one season. Every season matters because every game tells a story. And those stories don't stop at the final buzzer. We're here for every moment, big or small. Watch anytime, anywhere, on your schedule. And it's always free to watch. This is the future of local sports. This is the OH Report.
Back here with our Sutton Bank MVP and an enthusiastic crew back here as well. Whew. As we bring in Landon Hicks. First of all, congratulations on the win.
Thank you, thank you.
It was a good lead for Crestview at the half, but something changed in that second half. Just what were adjustments were made at the half for you guys to come out swinging, and what happened for you because you took off in that second half?
Yeah, of course. Really, Coach Langers just said we need to pick up the energy if we want to win. I mean, I got a great group of guys to play with, and you know Luke's been dumping off all season, so it's really easy to play with him. And Coach just told us we got to play good, and I don't know.
First half, Crestview was able to get a lot of buckets in transition.
Yeah, of course.
It seemed like you guys also with those adjustments with the effort you guys had, you were able to get back more. What were you guys able to do in that sense in the second half of stopping their transition game and pretty much shutting them out?
Yeah, so Coach told us if we want to stop their transition game, we got to play better offense because we can't have bad rebounds and then get easy transition buckets. And in the first half, we kind of all five were below the white volleyball line, so we never had anybody back. So we focused on really getting good offensive shots and being able to get back on defense to be able to stop their great transition game.
We talked in the pregame that Mason and Depinet were 54% of your offense up until now.
Of course.
You guys had 4 in double figures. Luke with 15, Brady with 10, Jaron with 16, and you had 17. Just what got into you guys to open up things? Because it seems like this balance is what's going to get you far in this tournament.
Yeah, of course. So Luke is easy. Jaron, when he really gets going, it's hard to stop him. I mean, he's got the height, he's got the athleticism. So, and then Brady, he's just lights out when he's feeling it. He's lights out. So, and then I just had to get my offensive board putbacks.
And it seemed like you thrived off of Jaron in that first half. It seemed like the more he was able to succeed, then the more you were able to succeed in that second half. How much are you able to work off of him in your game inside? Because you two underneath, very good tonight.
Yeah. So when Jaron gets it in the post, he's getting a point. So once that happened, they're just collapsing so hard on Jaron, so it's so easy to just dump it to me.
You're playing in the district championship. Now, this
Heck
is a
yeah.
team a few years ago right here that upset Colonel Crawford to go to a regional. How's it feel to be going back? You're going to play Van Buren. They won by 2 over Columbus Grove tonight. But at Liberty-Benton, how's this feel to be playing for a district championship?
It feels great. My brother, he was part of that team that got to the Sweet 16, and he's been just harping on me, like thinking he's so much better. So we got to get it. We got to get there.
Well, you have a chance. Have you seen anything on Van Buren yet?
No, not really. But a kid from my Sentinel, I go to Sentinel Vanguard in Tiffin. He talks about him. They play. He's from New Regal, so they played him.
Okay.
I'll probably just ask him a few things.
Oh, there you go. Anything that could help you guys on Friday.
Yep.
Before I let you do some shout-outs, here's an MVP bag. This is yours to keep, sir. You got some goodies in there. And now if you'd look into the camera, give as many people as you want to shout out. Go for it.
I want to shout out the student section, the huge student section that came tonight.
They were great, yeah.
I want to shout out my family and my teammates.
There you have it. Tonight's MVP, Landon Hicks. A game-high 17.7 rebounds as Seneca East is going back to the district championship. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Hey, does your checking account pay you with real cash rewards with no monthly maintenance fees ever? Bummer. Ask for Kasasa Rewards Checking. It's our superpower.
Since 1974, Simonson has helped their clients stay on target to meet the goals and deadlines for their projects. From concept to completion, Simonson can design a plan and build a path for success. Let Simonson Construction turn that vision into a reality.
Local sports deserve to be done.
Back here to wrap things up from a very exciting district semifinal. Was it Wednesday night? Is it Wednesday? It's Wednesday, I think. Yeah, Wednesday night here at the house. When it's tournament time, Joe, I don't know what day it is. I don't even know if I get days off, but that's how we like it here at the OH Report. Anyway, 2 great games here in Seneca East with a phenomenal second half. I have it 42-16 in the second half against Crestview, allowing them to get back to that district championship game. And we were just talking about this in the break. If they play like they did tonight with that balanced scoring, they've got a good shot of cutting down the nets on Friday night.
Well, they scored 67 in their win against Mansfield Christian. They scored 65 tonight, and they hold the Cougars to 48, which they've been a good defensive team throughout the years. They've held teams to about 49 points a game. But man, whatever they did at the half, that needs to happen from the start, because they were outstanding in the second half. I mean, we're not able to keep all the stats, but it'd be interesting to see what they shot in the second half. I would say it's got to be in the mid-60s at least, and just their activity, their quickness was really, really good.
Yeah, and it was the play of Depinet and Landon Hicks inside. They shut things down on the Crestview offensive end, but then inside here, they made it look so easy inside the lane, Joe.
Yeah, and then, the other neat thing to see is what we're seeing on the floor right now is the student section. I think we talked about them 2 years ago when they made that run in the district, just how enthusiastic they are. And this is what high school basketball is about, these kinds of memories, these special nights. But they'll have to enjoy it. But as soon as they get off that bus home tonight, they're going to start thinking about Van Buren as preparation time is very, very short.
Yeah.
1 day preparation, and then you're playing at Liberty-Benton at 6 o'clock on Friday night.
Yeah, and I mean, you've had some great student section yourself with the O-Zone at the O-Arena with those guys. But yeah, when you have a good student section behind you, it also it gives you that boost, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think we said this 2 years ago. They might be the best dancing student section.
Yeah, we almost had them on the halftime show, but they knew we were coming back
in the state because man, they at the half they get the gym going, and that's really neat to see. So a lot of kudos to Seneca East, and congratulations to Coach Anthony Langhurst. I think this game meant a lot, as you saw his emotion after this basketball game. And plus, he gets a chance here to play, a game at Willard where he was a player at Willard High School. So always special when you're able to win a tournament game at a school that you played at. So congratulations to the Seneca East Tigers and Coach Langhurst.
Yeah, it's great. And, if they still had the megaphone, Seneca East probably going to would be a finalist for that.
Yep. Yeah, if they had that award that state did for a few years. So they'll be excited on Friday.
Oh, absolutely. Here's the final numbers. Crestview, very good first half. 32-24 was the score at the break, but then the game flipped on its head. 22-7 in the third for Seneca East, 20-9 in the fourth. And they moved to 18-6 and a chance to play for a district championship against number 1 seeded Van Buren on Friday at Liberty-Benton. Crestview finishes 13-11. They had a slow start, but it was against some very good teams. But they still finish as sectional champions under head coach Ben McClay. They do lose 5 seniors in Lane Robinson, Daniel Wells, Max Durbin, Carter Goon, and Drew Spoerr. So we kind of back to the drawing board for them as they're going to have a lot of fresh legs out there next season.
Yep, and you give Coach Ben McClay a lot of credit because you were 4-7 through the first 11 games, and sometimes you see teams that they just can't recover. But man, they had a great second half of the year. I mean, they're probably extremely disappointed tonight when you had an 8-point lead at the half. But just kind of one of those games where it got rolling Seneca East's way, and it never stopped. The Cougars just could not stop the run the whole second half.
Yeah. So that will put a bow on tonight, Joe. We already talked about it a lot. Colonel Crawford, they look like one of the best teams in Division 6 once again. And then Seneca East, they look pretty darn good. They look like a contender for at least a district championship, as well as the Northern 10 dominates the night.
Yep, and we'll be back here on Friday night for that Colonel Crawford-Patrick Henry matchup.
You'll be back here. I have a regional championship up in Medina, which I wish I was down here, but hopefully we get a Crawford win, then we'll follow them next week up to Bowling Green, where they've really liked it up there the last couple of years.
Yeah, they've had a lot of success. They've liked this facility also. So
yes, they do.
The Eagles get a chance to play, and wish the Tigers, the Seneca East Tigers, the best of luck as they travel to Liberty-Benton to play Van Buren.
All right, Joe, let's get on out of here. It's been a long but fun evening and night here at the Haas, as always. Want to thank everybody who helped make things possible. Joe Baylog, the legend, on the call, as well as very good work on the camera all night long by Jeremy Peoples. He also went and got our MVP, so good job by him. Kissel's Landscaping, scoreboard sponsor. Sutton Bank, our MVP sponsor. Pioneer Career and Technology Center, our pregame sponsor. Simonson Construction, our pregame sponsor. Crestview Athletic Boosters, our replay sponsor. And Sutton Bank, as well as Simonson, our commercial sponsors. Pioneer was our free throw and timeout sponsor. Want to thank Joe Crawford and the fine folks here at Willard High School for allowing us to be here tonight, as well as the OHSAA for allowing us to stream these games to you, the fans. Colonel Crawford and Seneca East are both on to the round of 32. They're going to play for district championships on Friday night. We'll have Crawfords for you right here from the Haas at 6 o'clock. But for now, for Jeremy, for Joe, I'm Travis saying so long from the Haas.